What is up, party people? Today is the 22nd episode of Tesla Tuesday, and the first headline that we have for you today is that every single variant of the Tesla Model 3 got a price increase of $400. It isn't $2,000 or $3,000 like Tesla usually does, just kind of fluctuates the price, kind of $2,000 to $3,000. No, it was just a modest $400 price increase to every single variant. So the cheapest on-site Model 3 car you could get is $39.5K, and the cheapest off-site, that's right, you could just call Tesla if you know that insider information and be like, oh, I want this cheaper car. And that cheaper car is the standard battery Model 3, standing at $35.4K, which isn't that bad. But if you want an even cheaper payment option for the Model 3, you're gonna have to lease it for just 3 years, and then the Model 3 is gonna kind of drive itself back to Tesla headquarters, and that's going to stand at a monthly payment option of $400. And talking about the other two Tesla vehicles, both the Model S and X now have a faster 0 to 60, with the X reaching around 2.7 seconds, which is absolutely absurd for an SUV that can carry 7 people. And the Model S can get as low as 2.2, kind of 5. And that is just insane speed. I mean, I want to point it out there, the Model S is the fastest acceleration from the 0 to 60 in any production car ever, period. And it only costs around $130,000. But I mean, that's kind of cheap when you compare it to a $2 million supercar. Yeah, it could get expensive if you want to have a quick 0 to 60 time. But just buy a Model S and you'll be very, very happy. And also, talking about the Model X a little bit more, it just got a brand new wheel upgrade, but I don't think too many people will care about that. But some traditional car enthusiasts might care about this news, the Porsche Taycan, which is really going to be a full-on electric car coming from Porsche that's going to try to combat the Model S, even though Elon Musk has said since 2012, the Model S that came out in 2012 is still the best sedan ever in history. No sedan is better than that one, which is kind of true. I mean, what are you going to buy over a Model S that can do 0 to 60 in, like I just said it, 2.2 seconds? But anyways, the Porsche Taycan has leaked on both the exterior and the interior, and it looks pretty good, but like, why wouldn't you buy a Model 3 if it's going to be like $40,000 cheaper? But it's up to you car enthusiasts that want to buy these expensive luxury vehicles. And when I saw this next upcoming headline, I was like, this better not happen. What scares me is that some lawmakers are kind of thinking of these bills that I know are just bills, but they're kind of scaring me from possibly the future of these all streets filled with electric cars. And this is the proposed Illinois bill. Who likes Illinois? Not me after this news. But this Illinois bill proposes that anyone who has an electric car, not a hybrid vehicle, will have to pay $1,000 per year. And this makes absolutely no sense, because let's say you buy a $5,000 used Nissan Leaf, you would have to pay $1,000 per year. And that would kind of make it buying a used Nissan Leaf kind of useless if you're going to have to pay $1,000 per year. And this was to supposedly make up in gas taxes. But why don't you just charge more taxes on, let's say, the charging utility bills? Whatever. I just hope this Illinois bill does not come to fruition. If it does, I'm never going to Illinois. And oh my gosh, Volkswagen just got 10,000 reservations for the Volkswagen ID3, their first ever major mass market electric car that's not just the e-Golf. And oh my, this pales in comparison to the Tesla Model 3, because if you kind of remember, 2 years ago, the Model 3 got 250,000 pre-orders in just 2 days. The Volkswagen got 10,000 in 1 day. But I don't think it's going to reach 250,000 because the hype really isn't there for a Volkswagen vehicle compared to a brand new hype Tesla vehicle. But good job on Volkswagen doing their part making this electric vehicle. And it's also going to have 3 battery sizes: a 45 kilowatt battery, a 58 kilowatt battery, and a 77 kilowatt battery, supposedly reaching up to 350 miles of range. And that's going to be really good if it could be priced under that $35,000 magic Model 3 number. And now getting to the company that's going to commercialize moon space travel, and it's going to land us on the Mars first, and that's also lovely SpaceX. And talking about SpaceX, on May 4th they had their 17th Dragon mission for just simply resupplying the International Space Station. But what's kind of more of an important mission is tomorrow's mission. Yes, tomorrow, May 17th. Today is May 16th, so for now watching this, you kind of go watch it on SpaceX website or YouTube. And tomorrow, SpaceX is sending up the Falcon 9 from Cape Canaveral, Florida, and it's going to be sending up 60 Starlink satellites to start to get this early testing for this international internet space provider system. And I cannot wait to jump on my paying monthly bill going from Comcast or /Xfinity to SpaceX, because that right there would be pretty cool. And then a little bit more information on that Starlink Wi-Fi service. This is only going to be 60 satellites, like I said, but Elon Musk says you kind of need 240 to start with this beta testing, and to have a full-on rollout, you're going to need like 1,000 or maybe even more than that to get every single inch of this globe. It's going to take a little while for this, but it's starting tomorrow. And also in relevance to the Starship, which is going to be the rocket that's going to take us to Mars, and that's going to have this whole press conference on June 20th. At least that's what Elon Musk said. And now getting to our pictures of the week, I first want to roll this picture right here. This is just a simple picture of Navigate on Autopilot and how it just removes all your stress. Just isn't that blue indication just so beautiful? I mean, at least for me. And also I want to actually roll this video of this Jaguar commercial of the Jaguar I-Pace, and they're actually embracing electric cars, which actually surprised me when they're kind of like a traditional car company. But anyways, let's roar silently.
Ça va être une journée bien.
That right there was an impressive car commercial that I wasn't expecting to see from a company like Jaguar. But anyways, this next commercial was also another commercial that I wasn't expecting to see from a traditional car company. And this is talking about the Volkswagen ID3, aka a minivan. And the last picture of the week is going to roll while I'm talking, and this is what Autopilot sees in the dark, and this was accessed by the little hacker getting into the software database of Autopilot, and we can see how it's like tracking some vehicles passing by, and how it can clearly see almost everything in the rain as if it's not raining, but it's not 100%, but it's still probably good enough for full self-driving. And anyways, getting to our Bloomberg Model 3 tracker, there's a total of 254,800 cars, and per week basis, there's 5,840 per week. That is it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed this Tesla Tuesday 22nd, and I will see you in the next one, probably tomorrow, where we can talk about the OnePlus 7 Pro. Peace out.
3, 2, 1.